Greetings, everybody, to the Strat-O-Matic network. We've got a Saturday morning ball game here. Now, I'm not sure when Demo's game is. I believe his game is either going to be 10 or 12, but Eastern. Might as well look here. I do not see his game scheduled yet, so I'll just keep an eye on that. I want to see that game. 1973 with the Cubs.
Project?
This is the first of a 3-game series on September 19. In our 1969 replay, it's game 1801. Overall, out of 1944. So this game is in Detroit. Again, first of a 3. It'll be Ken Brett, left-hander for the Red Sox, and Denny McLain, the ace right-hander. He's 118 on the season. Let me go through my lineups. And then we'll get ready for this ball game. Here's Kathy Harden. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning. Yeah, I trust you have your coffee. For the Red Sox, it'll be Dalton Jones at first, Andrews at second, Karl in left, Reggie Smith in center, Petrocelli at short, Tony Conigliaro in right, George Scott at third, Satriano catching, and Ken Brett left-hander. He's 1-1 this year. For the Tigers, it's Mickey Stanley in center, Northrop in right, K-Line at first, Horton in left, Freehand catching, Don Word at third, Ike Brown at second, Cesar Gutierrez at shortstop, and Denny McLain, the pitcher. He's 118. We're in Tiger Stadium. The Tigers take the field. I am going to play 1 inning and then take about a break for about 2 or 3 minutes, if it's okay with everybody. It's Dalton Jones leading it off for the Red Sox. Here's McLain now. The pitch to Jones. 4-10, left-handed, grounds it to short. X. That's Gutierrez, a 344. That's 1-3. It's going to go through S2. Single. 4-7-8. E44. Oh my, and an error. E1, S2 E1. Shit. And Jones is on second. The error by Gutierrez. And here's Mike Andrews now. Here's the pitch from McLean. 1-8. He walked him. First and second now for Karl Yastrzemski. The pitch to Karl. 4-7 left-handed, he struck him out. And that's one away. Now here's Reggie Smith, switch hitter, batting left against McLean. McLean trying to get out of this. Ah. Ah. 5-7. Oh, that's going to be a base hit for Smith with 2 asteroids. Jones will come home. It was a 5-7 switch hitter batting left. Tough start here for McLean. Boston out ahead 1-0. First and third. Still only 1 out. Here's Rico now. Infield is back. Here's McLean now. And the pitch. 4-2, right-handed, walked him. He's loaded the bases now. So Denny off to a rocky first inning here, allowing 2 singles, 2 walks. It was also the error. Bases full, still only 1 out for Tony Conigliaro. Here's McLean. And the pitch, 2-5, struck him out. So there's 2 away, his second strikeout of the inning. And now he has a chance to get out of this. It's George Scott in a clutch situation here. Here's the pitch to Scott. 4-6 right-handed, he popped him up. At short, it's Gutierrez making the catch. And the side is retired. 1 run. I think McLean was lucky on that. On 2 hits, 2 walks, and he left the bases loaded. Well, here's Ken Brett now. We'll see how long he lasts with his 5.26 ERA. A left-hander. Kathy for the Tigers, no question, no surprise there. Anybody but the Red Sox, right? Even though you may like the Tigers a little bit. Okay, here's Stanley leading it off. Ken Brett is ready. Here's the pitch. 2-2. Left-handed, lines to third, caught by Scott, 1 down. And now Jimmy Northrup. This will be lefty-lefty. 2-6 left-handed, pops it up to second for Andrews, 2 outs. All right, Rick, you're a Sox fan. All right, Rick Hyatt is a Sox fan. We welcome all here. Here's K-line. Five, right-handed. Oh boy, that's hit well by K-line. Deep to left, and it's gone. Oh, it's Hewitt. I am so sorry. Yeah, I thought I had it right, Rick. That is a home run by Al K-line to tie up this ball game. I thought I had said Hyatt before, and you had confirmed I got it right. I thought we were all done with that, and now I realize it is Hewitt. Okay. Let me be sure to make a mental note of that. It's Rick Hewitt. I'm Oh, wow. Mr. Avenroot, thank you. Digital Diamond Baseball. Let me check on that just give me a second. I'm going to be taking a break for about 2 or 3 minutes after this inning, but let me enter K-line's home run here. But it's a different game, is that it? That's the 21st home run by K-line. He had 21. Makes it a 1-1 game with Horton coming up. Now, let me check, but is there any way I could work that with Strat-O-Matic? It's Digital Diamond Baseball. Let me do a search, because that would be fun for my next project or anything I do hereafter. Digital Digital Diamond Baseball. So, in other words, to buy this, it tells you, this is actually a baseball simulator. It doesn't tell you much of anything about this game. I'll tell you that much. You know? I could use it with Strat. It has a mode. Do you have it, Avenroot? Do you have that? Here's Horton coming up here with 2 outs. It's a tie ball game now. You have it, okay. And it's a one-time 1999 charge. Here's Brett and the pitch to Horton. 310, left-handed ballpark slash. Oh, thanks for letting me know about that. 310 against the left-hander ballpark slash. It's a 10 in Detroit. He's a right-hander. And no, that will be a line out to short caught by Petroselli, and the side is retired. So you always called it Strat-O. Yeah. 1 run on the home run by K-Line. We've gone 1. I'm glad to see some people here for Saturday morning. There's going to be a game by Baseball Demos. I like to acknowledge my peers. He's got a game of the week from 1973 live. He said starting at 10 a.m. or noon Eastern. We'll keep an eye on it. He doesn't have it set up. They don't have any screenshots. I mean, how attractive is the interface? And in any case, I don't. I don't have any need for it right now, Avonroot, Mr. Avonroot. But it's good to know. I'll be back in just a couple minutes, folks, just to take a little break here. It's 1-1 after 1. Boston at Detroit. First of a 3, September 19 in the 1969 replay. I'll be right back. Avonroot. Okay, I am back. Oh, thank you, Evan Root. I am gonna. I will check it out. It's very, I see it's a very sparse site here. And they really don't have a lot of an idea of what it's like. That's the thing. Okay, well, thank you very much, Evan Root. Here's a little more about it. Here's a screenshot. You know, and I guess then there's a patch. Oh, yeah. You need a patch? I hate patches. You know that? Oh, yeah. Here's some reviews. All right, I'll look into that. Because I just am not able to keep stats, you know, by hand or anything. Well, here we go to the top of the second, Denny McClain. And it will be Satriano, Brett, and then back to the top of the order, Dalton Jones. Satriano steps in. I am not, I don't know if it's a rationalization, but without a resource at this point to do it, I am not, it doesn't concern me that I don't have the stats, except for the novelty home runs and wins. It really, I have largely accepted it. It would be nice to have it, sure, but I don't need it. Okay, here's Satriano to lead it off here. Top of the second with Brett on deck. 1-1 ball game. Here's the pitch to Satriano. That's a 6-6 left-handed, and it's a double down the line for Satriano off McLean. And here comes Ken Brett. He's a 8 NL. I guess it's worth a shot, huh, for $20. Oh. Okay, here's Brett now. The pitch from McLean. That's 3-9, and he grounds it to second A with a runner on second. That will be a 6. Hit to second. And the runner will advance. So Satriano goes to third. It's just like with a runner on second, it's a the ground ball A is a 6. And if hit to first or second, batter out, runner advance. So it's 1 out, Satriano on third, and here's Dalton Jones. Singled, reached second on the error, and scored. Here's McLean now. The pitch to Jones. Whoops, that's a 1-2. I'm gonna have to check if I moved that 20 die. A 1-2 right-handed, walked him. So it's first and third. At least that might set up a double play, but McLean missing the mark there. 1-2 right-handed. And that'll bring up Andrews. Infield is back. Here's the pitch from McLean. 5-12 right-handed, grounds to second X. This could be 2. Let's see. It's Ike Brown, though, of 430. It's going to be a G2. I think that precludes a double. I'm not certain, but Ike Brown E30, that's a G2 on a 14. And he is E30, Ike, 6'10", 11. And it'll be a clean G2 first and third. They're going to force Jones. And the run will score. Forcing Jones at second. Good morning, Brandon. And Satriano comes home. So that makes it a 2-1 game here. Andrews on first with 2 outs. And here's Karl now. Good morning, Brandon, with an A, with 2 A's. Okay, McLean has allowed his second run. Here's the pitch to Karl. That's going to be 2-7 right-handed. It's hit well by Karl, and it's gone. Deep into right center, a 2-run home run. Karl hits his 45th, I believe. Look at it again, 2-7 right-handed, home run 1-6. It was a 6. So Kathy Harden is not happy, I'll tell you that. And McLean is having a bad game, a bad day. Whoa. On this Saturday morning. And for Karl, that is number 47. My God. Number 47 for Karl. Lord almighty. Yeah. He's third in the American League. HD has 53. You may not be able to read that very well. Howard with 50, and now Karl with his 47th home run of the season. He only had 40 in real world, so he has really hit a lot of home runs. Kathy Harden not happy at all. Excuse me. That's 3 runs this inning, and it's a 4-0 game. They'll keep him in with 2 outs. See if he can get Smith now. Lord. Here's McLean now. And the pitch to Smith. 3-8 right-handed, grounds to second. And that's for Ike Brown. He throws to first. The side is out. But 3 runs, including a 2-run home run by Karl, his 47th of the year. It's 4-1 Boston now. And by the way, let me let you know, the Red Sox are in second place, 3.5 ahead of Boston. So the Red Sox need to sweep to come within a half game, I guess. Three and 1/2 games. It's 4-0. Here's Ken Brett now. Here comes Freehand now to lead it off. It's 4-1 Red Sox, bottom of the second. The pitch from Brett, 1-7, and he lines it to first, caught by Dalton Jones. There's one away. Now Don Word is the batter. Two 7 left-handed, grounds to short. Scooped by Petrocelli over to Jones, 2 outs for Ike Brown. And the pitch to Brown. 110, left-handed, struck him out. Ken Brett looked very good there in the second, retiring the side in order, getting his first strikeout. We've gone 2, it's 4-1. Here's McLean now. He got off to a blazing start this year in April, winning, I don't remember how many games it was, but it's something like he won something like 5 or 6 games in April. And he settled, he couldn't keep that pace, and in fact I think he missed some starts, and he's got 18 wins now. He'll face Rico to start it off, top of the third. 4-1 Red Sox. Here's the pitch. 1-6 right-handed. That is a double down the line for Rico. So Denny getting hit today, not having his stuff. And there's action already in the Tiger bullpen. He went all the way in real world. They used the hell out of their pitching staff in their prior game. It went extra innings, and that's why God almighty, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Here's Tony Conigliaro now. Just so much they're gonna let this go on. Be nice if he can get through this inning. Here's the pitch to Tony. That's 4-8, right-handed, flies to center. And it's Stanley under it, 1 out. Rico holds, and here's George Scott. All right, McLean. The pitch to Scott here. 3-8 right-handed, struck him out. And that's the third for Denny. And Tom Satriano is the batter. Two-six right-handed. There's a base hit. That'll score Rico. A clutch single by Tom Satriano. Whoa, his second of the game. Rico scores. It's now 5-1 Red Sox. Here's Brett. 2 out, Satriano on first. .610. Left-handed, flies to center X. Stanley 1-6. Whoops. He gets 2 at F2, E6, 6, 9, 10. And he makes the catch. And that will retire the side, but another run. And it's 5 runs in 3 innings allowed by McLean. And Gutierrez will lead it off. I think they're going to let McLean hit, especially given how tired their bullpen is, and it's a relatively meaningless game. They'd like to win. Keep McLean in. Here's Gutierrez to lead it off. The pitch from Brett. Left-handed, 4-9, right-handed hitter. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. And Tony Conigliaro makes the catch. And yes, McLean is coming up. It's a different game back then, folks. Here's the pitch to McLean. 3-7, he chops it to second. Andrews throws to Jones, 2 outs. And Mickey Stanley now, who popped to third in the first. Okay, here's Brett now. And the pitch to Stanley. 6-9, right-handed, grounds to short X. Petrocelli, 216. G2, G1, E16. This is with 2 outs, 5-9-11. And he throws him out. So it's a 1-2-3 for Brett, looking good. Retired 7 in order now since the home run by K-Line. We've gone 3. And it's 5-1 Red Sox. Let's see how McLean can fare here. Again, his endurance is the 9th, but he just may not have his stuff today. He's gotten hit every inning pretty hard, and it'll be the top of the order. This will be a test for McLean. As far as Mayo Smith is concerned. Here's McLean, the pitch to Jones. That's going to be 110 right-handed, and that is a grounded to third stop by Wirt. And he throws it to first, 1 away. And now here's Mike Andrews. Andrews walked left on, reached on a force and scored on the home run by Karl. The pitch to Andrews. That's going to be 6-7 right-handed, and that is a base hit for Andrews. Seventh hit allowed by McLean. We're in the 4th. Not being held. Here's Karl now. Struck out, hit his 47th home run of the season. Here's McLean now. And the pitch to Karl, 1-3, walked him. So it's 1st and 2nd. And Reggie Smith is the batter. He's switch hitter, batting left-handed against McLean. Smith 1 for 2. Here's the pitch to Smith. 5-5, switch hitter batting left, pops it up to first. And it's K-Line playing first today. He makes the catch, two-way. And now Rico in a clutch situation. He walked, led off the third with a double and scored. Whew. 4-7 right-handed struck him out, and he finally allows no innings, no runs in an inning, if you will. 4-7 right-handed. That was his fourth strikeout. It's no runs. One hit, a walk, two left, but still not at his best today. We're heading to the bottom of the fourth, and we'll take a brief break. Brett, meanwhile, he allowed the home run to K-Line in the first. He's retired, though. Everybody else he's faced in this ball game. Here's Northrop now. Okay, Brett is ready. Here's the pitch to Northrop. To start off the bottom of the fourth, 2-8 left-handed, grounds to second, Andrews. And he throws him out. Kathy Harden for the Tigers, indeed. They're down by 4. Here's K-Line. .610 right-handed, grounds to short X. And it's Rico, a 216. That's a 6-2. That'll be a G2 pound, ignored. Rico E16, 6-9-12, and he throws him out. 2 away for Willie Horton. Here's the pitch from Brett. 3-7 left-handed, walked him. So Brett's first base runner since the home run by K-Line, if you want to call that a base runner. It's Horton on first with 2 down. Here's Freehand. Pitch from Brett, 3-5 left-handed, and that's a non-clutch base hit. Horton goes to third. It's a 2-out rally, if you will. It was 2 outs, the walk to Horton. Now Freehand singles Horton to third on a 3-5 single. Brett's first endurance is next inning, and here's Don Wirt. This is a clutch situation. All right, Brett, trying to get out of this. He has a clutch reversal, Don Wirt, against left-handers. Here's the pitch. That is 1-3, and he grounds it to short. And Rico has it, and he throws it to Dalton Jones. And he's out. It was a 1-3 left-handed. And that's the side. No runs. A walk, a single, both left. We've gone 4. It's 5-1 Red Sox. Red Sox 3 1/2 behind the second place Tigers. The Red Sox in third. I hope everybody's doing okay today. On this Saturday morning, April 20. I'm just trying to be sort of stoical about life, not to take things too seriously, roll with the punches. going to take a break for about 2 or 3 minutes, give or take, of course. Give myself a chance to get some fresh air. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. Hey everybody, I'm back. Jeffrey Guterman here in Studio B for the Strat-O-Matic network. Gonna get a little more coffee here. As we will continue this ball game. We're gonna need new milk today. Sure. And we're reckoning here to start the top of the fifth here, with Denny McLain having allowed 5 runs in 4 innings. He's had multiple base runners on each inning. It's not his day so far, but we're going to see if he can settle down. Here's Tony now. Tony is 0 for 2. The pitch from McLain, 5-5 right-handed, fly ball center. And that's for Stanley, 1 away. And now Tony 0 for 3. Here's George Scott. Again, baseball demos. Said he's got a game of the week today, either 10 a.m. He doesn't have it scheduled, unfortunately. And I don't see it at all. He said he has family things going on, so it's already past 10. Maybe it will be at noon. Okay, here's McLain facing Scott. The wind-up and the pitch. That's going to be 2-2 right-handed. Lines it to third right at Wirtz. 2 outs. See if he can retire the side here. Tom Satriano is now the batter. He's 2 for 2. Doubled, scored, singled, knocked in a run. And the pitch, 4-9, left-handed, grounds to short X. And that's Rico 2-6. Gutierrez 344. It's a G2 gets to it. 4-7-8, E44. And he boots it. That's going to be an error by Gutierrez. Second error of the game for Cesar Gutierrez. And he makes a lot of errors with that E44. That's like a average of 44. If you play 162, that's like about 1 every 4 games. He's made 2 today. Here's Brett now. Oh for 2. He's an 8 NL. Pitch from McLain. 5-12, left-handed, grounds to second X. It's Ike Brown, 430. They really have some fielding issues there. Ike. 430, 3-4. It's going to be an S2. That's going to score a run, a base hit. Lord. Ike, E30. 6-9, 11. It's going to be an S2. and that's going to score Satriano. It will be unearned. And this might be the last inning for McLean. Enough is enough. Here's Dalton, though. He's due up next inning. We would prefer that he can finish the inning here. Here's McLean now. Pretty sure that was a two-base error on Satriano's ground ball instead of a one-base error. I just want to double-check that. That's the great thing about instant replay. You can look at this anytime. And we go back here on this play. It's a G2 gets to it. 478 E44. And he boots it. Oh, it was an E1. It would be an error by Gutierrez. Oh my, it was an error of the game. Gutierrez. That was an error by me. It was, as you could see, a 478. And with Gutierrez, a E44, looking at the chart, that may not be a run. E44, 8, it was a one-base error. Somehow I put a two-base error there, and we'll just rectify that and correct that. That's the beautiful thing about your ability to do instant replays. I knew there was something fishy about that. So he went to third on the single by Brett. And it's first and third, 2 outs, so no run there. We'll take that error, that unearned run out. This little dot denotes that. And now it's a clutch situation with Dalton Jones coming up. So I don't know why I thought that. There's no sweet soul music today in Midtown. Ain't no sunshine.
Projects in line in less time.
When she's gone. And let's get back to this ball game. Here's Dalton now in a clutch situation. Here's McLean and the pitch to Jones. That's going to be 3-8 right-handed. He walked him. Oh, this is not Denny's day. I guess anybody's entitled to a bad day, huh? The bases are full now for Mike Andrews. 293 hitter, 15 home runs. A clutch situation. Here's McLean now. More like the Blues today in Motown. The pitch to Andrews. That's 111 right-handed, and he grounds it to first. K-Line has it, and he'll take it to the bag. So McLean gets out of it, though, leaving the bases full. I think for the second time. I think the second time that happened. I think that happened in the first. It's no runs, 1 hit, a walk, The error, the second of the game for Gutierrez. We're heading to the 5th now. This is Brett's first endurance inning. And Ike Brown will lead it off. Ike struck out by Brett. Brett's really been pretty impressive here today thus far. Here's the pitch from Brett. 6-7 right-handed, it's a base hit. So a leadoff single by Ike. And Cesar Gutierrez steps up. Cesar Gutierrez, right-handed hitter here. The Tigers are down by 4. Okay, Brett from the stretch. And the pitch to Cesar. 2-5, left-handed, grounds it back to Brett. And he forces Ike at second. It's 1 out, and now Cesar is on. Not being held. He has a lead automatically. He'd be 1-15, 1-13. And it's a borderline. Now we see with 1-13, if he should be held with solitaire enhancement, he is not being held. So he's a 1-13 without a, he has the lead, and he's a 1-13. Not being held. There's going to be a hitter for McLean. That's been it. That's it for McLean. He pitched 5. Eight hits. Walked 4, struck out 4, and allowed 5. We'll find out who's coming in due course. First, there'll be a hitter here. Let's see who it's going to be. Probably a right-handed hitter. My goodness. They have Cash, but he's a left-handed hitter. Gates Brown pinch hit. Tresh pinch hit. And they're not very good hitters. And I do not, looks like I do not have, no, I do not have anybody in the call-ups. So I'm going to go with Trush, the switch hitter. We're taking McLean out no matter what. So it's not so much that I think Mayo Smith thinks that, you know, but Tresh is a switch hitter, and his one column doesn't look too bad against left-handers. He'll bat right-handed. See if he can help bring them back in this ball game. He has W power, though, against left-handers. Here's Brett now, with Gutierrez on first, not being held. And the pitch to Trash. That's going to be 5-8, switch hitter batting right, grounds to second X. That will be Andrews, 224. $224, 19-2, G1 gets to it. 6-10, 11, E24. Oh, and he boots it. Oh my, look at that, 6-10, 11 with Andrews. An E24, and there it is, E1. We won't make that mistake again. Whoops. So sorry, we'll straighten things out. It was a G1, E1. Just to be sure. So at least Tresh gets on the error by Andrews. It's first and second with one out now. First error for the Red Sox. And it's going to be the top of the order, Mickey Stanley here. Okay, here's Brett now. Trying to maintain endurance. The pitch to Stanley. 3-10 left-handed. And it's a base hit. That's going to score a run. Gutierrez comes home. Tresh goes to third. It's now a 5-2 ball game. And we don't know yet if that's earned or not. Could be. And it's now, that's a base hit off Brett. He's one hit or walk away from fatigue. 3-10. Left-handed. Double 1-9. It was a base hit. Here comes Northrop. And there's action in the Red Sox bullpen. We'll see who it is in a moment. Or when needed. Northrop 0 for 2, first and third, one out. Here's Brett. That's going to be 6-4 left-handed, fly ball center. X. That could score a tag a run. It's Smith though, 217. He's good. He's very good out there. Remember, he made an error recently. 217, that's 18-2, gets two at F3. Uh-oh, 6-12-16 on a 17. And he drops the ball. Whoa. Reggie drops the ball. Oh. Look at it again, 6-10. He is, that's a high number, 6-10-14, 6-12-16, I'm sorry. That was 6-12-16. Maybe he did not drop the ball. On an E17, no, there's the 16. He dropped the frickin' ball. Oh, my. It's an F3 E1. And that's going to score a run. And now that is definitely unearned. All of it. That will be earned. This is unearned, Tresh. And that's it for... Actually, Brett still has endurance. My goodness. 2 errors this inning by the Red Sox. The error by Andrews. And then the drop ball. Demo's... Yeah, Demo's wondering where, is your game at noon or what? I didn't see anything on your channel there. You know, the Tigers are clawing their way back. Brett will stay in here. Still only one out, first and second. And here's K-Line now. It's a 5-3 ball game. Brett has finally gotten hit, though. He 2 hits, 2 errors, 2 runs. Close to noon. Okay. Here's Brett now. The pitch to K-line. 110. Pops it up to second. Under it is Andrews, and that's only the second out here. 2 outs. Brett trying to get out of this. Here's Horton. All right. That's going to be a good game. Is Monday leading off? Demos? Do you know? That's the 73 Cubs. Here's the pitch to Horton. Maybe Lockman didn't do that this early. 4-9, right-handed, fly ball right. This should end the inning. Under it is Canigliaro. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. But there were 2, and he's out. He remains with endurance. But 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors. And there'll be a new pitcher for the Tigers, and who it's going to be, we do not know. We're going to look to see who pitched on the 17th. Because they used a load of people in the last game they played, which was an extra inning game. We just go through and see here. Whoa, he does lead off. Whoa, that's going to be great. I think he had 23 or 26 home runs. I'm not sure. Here's Detroit on the 17th. This will tell us who is available. Here we go. Only Lasher pitched. So therefore, everybody here is available except for Lasher. Oh. There'll be a new pitcher here for the Tigers. Coming in will be Timmerman. A right-hander taking his warm-ups. It will be Karl, Smith, and Petroselli, top of the 6th. Here's Timmerman. He's ready. His hold is +7. With free hand, he'd be a +5 max. Here's Karl. Here's Timmerman and the pitch to Karl. That's going to be 3-6 right-handed, and that is a liner to second. Oh, what a beautiful catch by Ike Brown. And that's 1 away. Here's Reggie Smith now, switch hitter batting left. 5-6, Switch hitter batting left struck him out. He retires the first two Red Sox here in the top of the sixth. Here's Rico now. So why do you follow exact lineups there, David? Because if that's the case, I didn't know Whitey Lockman used him leading off right from the get-go. Here's the pitch to Petroselli, because I think it's early. Isn't it early in the season? 3-6 right-handed struck him out. So an impressive inning there for Timmerman. Manic Monday, 1 out. And you're in for, I guess people prefer variety. Starts Monday. APBA first game, DiMaggio hitting streak. Okay. Well, it's good to ask the public for things in terms of what they want. That way you're acknowledging your constituency. It's 5-3, and here's Brett. He's 2 hits and or walks away from fatigue. You were good either way, yeah. It'll be Freehand, Wirt, and Ike. And I'll take a break for about 3 minutes after this inning. Here's Brett now. That's 5-12 right-handed, walked him. Now he is a hit or walk away from fatigue. A 5-12 walk. It's 5-3. Wirt with power is the tying run. Here's Brett now. .611 right-handed, grounds it back to Brett. He's a 3-0. Guess he didn't pitch enough to make an error. Only 39 innings. Well, that's pretty good. He's a 3-0. If this goes through, he's through. Yeah, oh, that's good to know, Demos, about Monday. Yeah, 23. He gets it on a G1. It could be a double. 6-11, 14. He's a 0. It's going to be a clean G1. Where the hell is G1? There it is. It is a double play. We'll score it 1-4-3. And look at that. Nice play by Brett on the ground ball by Wirt. And here's Ike Brown now. So he started off. I remember he was interviewed that year. I remember as a kid, they asked him about the using Monday as a leadoff hitter. He says, well, you know, he's a good hitter. He can get on base, and sometimes he can start a game off with a home run, which is a good thing. It was great. Here's Ike now. The pitch from Brett. Really, I remember that interview. 6-6, right-handed, struck him out. And Brett is now with full endurance. Completely refreshed. No runs, no hits, the walk. Left on a 6-6 strikeout. Look at him. This youngster holding his own. He really ought not do that in public, but we've gone 6, and it is a 5-3 ball game. Timmerman will start his second inning. I'm Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Network. By the way, I have a picture here on this date, April 20 in 1912, when Fenway Park opened. This is when Fenway Park opened. There's a couple cars, mostly horses here. I stood right outside here many, many times. I think I have about a cup of coffee left. Again, I'll take a quick break. Wow, that's a lot of teams. St. Louis, Pittsburgh, KC, Texas, Baltimore. What about the Mets? I remember he was on the Mets. In fact, I remember when he threw a 3-hit shutout, complete game for the Mets. Oh, Lord help me, God. I will be back very soon. No Mets? Okay, then therefore he was with the Mets, so against the Mets. That's what it had to be. You see how the memory fails? He must have been on the Pirates. And it was some time between, it was probably 72 or so. I'll be back. Hey, I'm back here in Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, through fantasy baseball. It's 5-3 through 6. Timmerman, who came in for McLean. McLean just, it was not his day. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. We're going to continue this ball game. There we go. We have a full cup and maybe just to top it off a drop. Here's Timmerman now in his second inning. He'll face Canigliaro, Scott, and Satriano, and Brett will be due up. We'll see. Here's Timmerman. The pitch to Tony, 1-9, right-handed, struck him out. And that's 3 strikeouts in order by Timmerman. Has a good ratio. Here's George Scott, 1 out, nobody on. The pitch to Scott. That's 4-7, right-handed, base hit up the middle. Off Timmerman's card. Scott not being held. A 4-7 single. Scott is on. Here's Satriano. And look at that. Ken Brett out on the on-deck circle. Whoa. Satriano 2 for 3. Doubled, scored, singled, and reached on the error left on. Here's the pitch from Timmerman. Whoa, that's a re-roll. I only rolled 3. Complete re-roll. House rules. 4-11. Left-handed. Struck him out. That's number 4. And they're going to go with Brett here. He has refreshed endurance, this youngster, and an ERA over 5, but they're going to go with him. And he is an 8 NL. Probably better than some of the people on the bench. Here's Timmerman. That's 6-3, left-handed, flies to left X. Horton a 3-10. Horton trying to get to that. 3-10, 1-3. Oh, it goes through for a double 3. Oh my. A 1-3. Oh, Willie. E10, 2-4-6. Lord. It's going to be a D3. Whoa. And that will score Scott. A double by Brett. He's a good hitter, I'll tell you. An 8 NL. And that does not help at all. That makes it now a 6-3 ball game. And they're going to Timmerman, one more hitter walk. He is fatigued. Let him try to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch to Jones now. That's 4-10, left-handed, walked him. That'll be it. That is it for Timmerman. My goodness. His third hit or walk in the game, giving him fatigue with 2 outs. Timmerman Got tired there quickly. 1 2/3. He walked 1, struck out 4, has allowed 1 thus far. Let's see who's coming in. Dobson is available. Where the hell is Dobson? Where the hell is Dobson? There he is, right on the top. Pretty sure he doesn't start next game, but we're just going to double check here. No. No. No, he's good to go. Yeah, he's good to go. So Dobson comes in to take his warm-ups. He's a right-hander. Got a +9 hold. Whoa. With freehand, he'd be a +5 max. And here's Dobson trying to get out of it. 1 run, it makes it 6-3 now. And here's Andrews. Dobson now and the pitch. 1-3 right-handed, grounds it back to Dobson. He fields it cleanly, throws it to K-line, and the side is retired. But a run, and that'll probably be it for Dobson. Hiller could come in, and we're heading to the bottom of the 7th. And look at Ken Brett, full endurance now. Cesar Gutierrez is the batter. 0 for 2, reached on a force and scored in the 5th. The pitch from Brett. 4-9 right-handed, fly ball right. And Tony makes the catch, 1 away. And now there'll be a hit. It's going to be against the left-hander. Whoa. You know, I'd bring Gates Brown in, but he's a left-hander. I could bring in Cash, a left-handed hitter. He's better than anybody out there. You know who we'll bring in? We'll bring in Jim Price, a right-handed hitter. Jim Price. Just to see if they can get something going. So Price, a right-handed hitter, going against Brett. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Brett, the windup. The pitch to Price. 5-8 right-handed, grounds to second X. Andrews, 224. .224. 14-2, it's an F2, E24, 6-9-10. Oh, wait a minute, that's outfield. I am so sorry. That was hit to second. Andrews, 224, 14-2. It's a G1, E24, 6-9-10, and he throws him out. 2 outs. There'll be a new pitcher, Hiller, next inning. Top of the order, Mickey Stanley now. It's 6-3 Red Sox. Brett, the windup, and the pitch to Stanley. That's 4-5 right-handed. Fly ball center field. That is a can of corn. Smith makes the catch. And the side is retired. Brett has really been something today, I would say. And we're heading to the 8th here. And it will be Hiller. He allowed 1 run. Hiller, left-hander, +9. Wow. So he's a +5. And it's top of the 8th. Here's Karl now. 6-3 Sox. Okay, here's Hiller now. The pitch to Karl. 3-4 left-handed, pops it up behind the plate, foul territory. And under it is free hand, 1 out. Now Reggie Smith. Switch hitter batting right. 112 left-handed, ballpark slash. That is a re-roll. That's a foul ball. There it is. 2-7 left-handed. That's going to be a double down the line, you see, so it can work any way here. If you have a rule, you got to follow it. 2-7 left-handed for Reggie. Now Rico. And the pitch from Hiller. 2-7 left-handed, grounds it back to Hiller with a runner on second. And the runner will hold as Hiller throws Rico out, 2 away, and here's Tony now. Hiller trying to get out of this clutch situation here. That's 6-12, right-handed, grounds to first X. K line 325. .325, 9-3. G3 gets to it. K-line E25, 6-9, 10. And he takes it to the bag, and the side is out. So Hiller gets out of that after the 1-out double. It's the middle of the 8th. Time is running out. Ken Brett has been so tough today. Got into trouble in the 5th, his first endurance inning, but got out of it and refreshed his endurance. He'll face Northrop, K-line, and Horton here in the bottom of the 8th. Lyle is available if needed. Just top that coffee off. Here's Brett now. Heart of the order for the Tigers. The pitch to Northrop. That's 6-6, left-handed, grounds it to second. Andrews has it. And he throws it to K-line, one down. I'm sorry, to Jones, one down. I am so sorry. And here's K-line now. That's inside for a ball to K-line. If you're looking ahead at what else we may have for later today, it looks to me on the schedule, Lord, that it would be Cincinnati at Houston, a meaningless ball game. Merritt for the Reds. And Jim Ray for the Astros. And that game is in the Astrodome. It's one out, nobody on. Here's K-line now. That's 2-10 left-handed, grounds it to short. And Rico has it, throws it to Jones at second, 2 outs. And here's Willie Horton. Horton 0 for 2 and a walk. Brett pitching a superb ball game. Here's the pitch, I think. And the pitch, 1-3 left-handed. Ballpark slash for Horton. Right-handed. It's an 11. And no. It's line to short, caught by Rico. And it's another 1-2-3. I'm sorry, Kathy. 1-2-3 for Ken Brett. And we're heading to the 9th. And Hiller in his second inning of relief. The Tigers have gone through 4 pitchers. It will be Scott, Satriano, and Ken Brett, who's gone all the frickin' way. Here's Scott now. Hiller the windup. Here's the pitch, 5-10 right-handed, grounds to short X. Gutierrez, 344, has 2 errors already today, I believe. Yes, he does. 5-10, can we make it 3? Let's see, tough day for Gutierrez, 344. That's going to be a 15-3. He is going to get to it on a G1. But that pesky 44, 478. And he makes his 3rd error of the ball game. And it can happen, folks. Don't say that's not realistic. It was a 478. He's an E44 on short. And there's your 8 sitting there very, very boldly on an E1. It is a G1 E1. 3rd error for Gutierrez. It happens. You know, it happens, folks. His 1st error contributed to a run. His 2nd error did not. Tigers have no room for any more runs to come in. Here's Satriano now. Scott on first, nobody out. Here's Hiller. That's 6-2 left-handed, grounds to first. This could be 2. Oh, it's K-line, 325. This time it really is K-line. Oh, K-line 325. That's 1-3. It goes through for a single 2. Let's see if it's an error too. 689. E25. Yes, it is. It's a 6789. That's an E1. It's going to be an S2E1 per Strat-O-Matic. And Scott will go to third. It's a single and an error by K-Line. And, you know, I think there are too many of those in Strat-O-Matic that's the fourth error today for the Tigers, by the way. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Way too many of those. You know, you have a great day. Kathy is heading to avoid the traffic as this game is not looking good. First and third, we understand. There's a lot of traffic. She wants to get out early. Thank you, Kathy. Here's Brett now. First and third, no outs. 4-7 left-handed, walked him. Oh my. The bases are full. She got out when the going was good. Here's Dalton, bases full, no outs. Endurance is not till the fourth, but he looks pretty weak right now. Here's the pitch to Jones. That's 3-5. Left-handed. There's a double to left. This will score at least 2. That'll be it for Hiller. 3-5. Double to left. Scott scores unearned. Satriano scores, not sure if it's unearned. Brett goes to third. And we will see if... I don't think there's any need for us to stretch Brett 1 to 10. That was 3-5. Double left, no. So it is second and third, and that's it for Hiller. Hiller gets bombed. He pitched 1 inning. He has not retired a batter this inning. 3 hits, a walk, 1 unearned run. We don't know yet how many he'll have. Let's see who's coming in now for the Tigers. It is now a 8-3 ball game. And I think they're going to bring in somebody from the call-ups here. That seems about as realistic as I can imagine. We're going to bring in, this is someone I have not brought in yet, Fred Sherman. Fred Sherman. I'm bringing him in. A youngster. He's got a +9 hold. He'll be +5. Fred. Oh, Christ. I don't know how I did that. Oh, shit. Fred Sherman coming in from the bullpen. For the Tigers, out of coffee. Just about. I think I topped that off. He's 79 years old. He played 8 years. This was his first year. He had a 6.75 ERA in 4 innings pitched, though. And his major league debut was April 26. I don't know why. I guess I didn't have his card. So here's a chance for the youngster Fred Sherman to come in. And we could expect, who knows what's going to happen. Second and third, still nobody out. Andrews now. This Monday, APBA 1976, April 25th, Cubs at Dodgers. The day Monday saved the flag. And what time will that be? Is that evening? When will that be? The day Monday saved the flag, one of his greatest plays ever. I know he hit a home run against the Expos. I think it was for the Dodgers in a playoff game, but this was one of his best plays. I'm not a hyper-nationalist, but those punks burning an American flag out there, Monday, we'll have to check that out too. Oh, okay, it's pre-recorded. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, here's Andrews now facing Fred Sherman. What is venafloxacin? I just got, the texts get me nervous, Venafloxacin. Which medication is that? Oh, yeah, wait a minute. What the hell medicine is that? Hold on. I think that's the old antidepressant that I used to take. Effexor, right? Yeah. And I do not take that anymore. Okay. Okay, here's Andrews now. Second and third, nobody out. 8-2 ball game. Here's the pitch. 5-8. Against Andrews, the right-hander. Whoa. That's hit deep by Andrews. 5-8 right-handed. He's got the power. It's gone. A 3-run home run for Mike Andrews off this youngster. This is what happens. It's we can close out Hiller, who gets charged for 4 innings, one of them unearned. Well, wait a minute. I'm not even sure if that is. Yeah, that's unearned for sure. That's not unearned. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That was clean as a baby's ass. Lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 unearned. And here comes Karl now. Still nobody out here in a 5-run ninth for the Red Sox, making it 11-3. Here's Karl at the plate. The pitch from Sherman. That's 1-7 against a left-hander, and he flies it to center for 1 out. Now here's Smith, switch hitter, batting right against Sherman. Again, Reggie, switch hitter against the left-hander, Sherman. Sherman looks in. Here's the pitch to Smith. 6-7, switch hitter, batting right. It's a grounder to second X. Lord. This is where sometimes it gets excruciating, you know. 4:30, Ike Brown. .430, 4-4 goes through, S2. Single, 6-11-15, Ike, a 30, and an error. An S2, E1, a real sloppy game here. That is Ike Brown's first error. And the 5th for the Tigers. Still only 1 out. And here's Rico Petrocelli now. I like to wipe that smirk right off of Fred Sherman's face right there. It's Smith on second with only 1 out. Rico, 1 for 4, walk, doubled, scored. Here's the pitch from Sherman now. 6-2, right-handed, struck him out. Oh, how impressive. He struck him out, and here's Tony now. I'm sorry, folks. Games like this sometimes just kind of get me giddy. Now, Tony 0 for 5 today. 5 runs in this inning for the Red Sox. Here's the pitch from Sherman. Oh, Christ. 4-6, right-handed. It's a ballpark blast. That's a ballpark blast. You ignore that. Tony has the power. Right-handed, it's a 12 in Tiger. And it's gone. With a 12 right-hander on the ballpark blast. A 2-run home run, second home run allowed by Sherman. That's going to be it for Sherman now. It's getting very complicated. I'm going to have to put that there and put this over here. We can close him out. Sherman pitched 1/3 of an inning. 3 hits. Three runs. We'll keep that earned. Seven runs this inning, and there'll be a 6th pitcher for the Tigers coming in. So that's it for Sherman. Let's see who's going to come in here. It will be Gary Taylor, a Gary Taylor. We're just going to bring in any of these youngsters that we could find. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs. 13-3 now. And Gary Taylor, I don't think I've ever heard of him. Played 1 year, pitched 10 innings, 5.23 ERA. Still alive. That's something how you had people like this. You talk about obscure. Gary Taylor coming in to throw his warm-ups. He's a -1 hold. Make him -3. There's only 1 out. Nobody on, though. That's the good news. And here's George Scott. Taylor, a right-handed pitcher, facing Scott, a right-hander. Here's Taylor now, full wind-up, and the pitch to Scott. That's 3-9, right-handed, grounds it to second. And Ike Brown makes the play. 2 away. And Tom Satriano, the batter. Again, facing Gary Taylor, the youngster. Gary's Major League debut was September 2, and his last appearance was the 25th of the same year. You know, I believe that if these people were some of them given a chance, you don't know if he got hurt or what, but Satriano, left-handed hitter, coming up against Taylor now. Okay, here's Taylor now. The wind-up and the pitch to Satriano. That's going to be 5-5, left-handed hitter. Oh, boy. Hit well, but he has W power, so it's going to be a base hit. But lots of hitting here today. Lots of hitting. 5-5 left-handed, clean and home run, but Satriano has W power against both lefties and righties. So he's on first with 2 outs, and here's Ken Brett, who's gone all the way. A 7-run inning here for the Red Sox to blow it out. The pitch to Brett. 4-8, left-handed, walked him. So Dalton Jones will come up. He'll be the 13th batter this inning. They've gone through 3 pitchers this inning. Here's Jones now. 2 outs, first and second. Taylor trying to finish this inning. The pitch from Taylor. That's 311, left, right-handed. Oh my. Single 1-3, line to second, caught by Ike Brown. And that will retire the side. My goodness. Seven runs. We're heading to the bottom of the ninth now. I usually don't like to close these people out until the game's over, but he came in and he pitched 2/3. And here's Ken Brett. This blowaway don't let this blowaway overshadow the great performance by Ken Brett today. 3 runs in 8 innings with full endurance. And it's going to be Freehand, Wirt, and Ike Brown. Here's Freehand now. The pitch from Brett. That is 2-6, left-handed, grounds to short, 1 away. And Don Wirt comes up. It's 13-3, Red Sox. The pitch from Brett. 6-7, right-handed, base hit to right. Be a shame if he can't finish this. Here's Ike Brown now. .210, left-handed. Oh my, ballpark blast by Ike. He's got the power. It's a 3. This might go. Right-hander in Detroit. And it's gone. Just prolong the misery. They're going to let Ken stay in this game. Ike Brown with the home run. It's now 13-5. For Ike Brown. Ike Brown, that's home run number 1 for Ike Brown. Wow. He had 5, but that is home run number 1. Here's Cesar Gutierrez now. He's had a game. 3 errors. 0 for 3, did reach on a force and scored. 13-5 now. Here's Brett, still with endurance. That's 412 right-handed, grounds to first X. Whew. Jones a 313. G3 with nobody on. E13 for Dalton, 611 12. E13. And he takes it to the bag. 2 outs, and there'll be a hitter for Taylor. Oh, Lord, and let's see who it's going to be. They don't have anybody really. we'll bring in Strat-O-Matic, although he's a left-handed hitter. Just don't have the personnel here. Ken Brett has allowed 5 runs, but he's the winner of record, and he's 1 out away from the win and 1 hit or walk away from fatigue, and there is nobody warming in the bullpen. Here's Brett now. The pitch to Matic. That's 3-9 left-handed, fly ball left. This should end the ball game. Karl under it. He makes the catch, and thank God this ball game is over. The final: Red Sox 13, Tigers 5. The win goes to Brett. He went all the way. He pitched 9, maintained endurance. Allowed 6 hits. His ERA was 5-something. Absolutely, Brandon. He walked 2, had decent control. He struck out 2, and he allowed 5, which is about commensurate with his ERA. McLean gets the loss. He was ineffective. The final line: Red Sox 13 runs on 8, 10, 13, 16, 17 hits, and 2 errors. The Tigers 5 runs on 6 hits and 5 errors. That's going to be the ball game, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Get ready for the game of the week around noon for baseball demos. He's got the, will probably prove to be a better game than this one. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I will catch you all next time. Thank you. You never know, demos. You never know how those dice are going to roll. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Demos, for being here. Kathy Harden, she was smart to leave early and avoid the traffic. Thank you, Avon Root, who was here. Rick. Hewitt. And everybody else who was here, who I did not see in text or maybe missed there, and I apologize. Thank you, everybody.